And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Circle. This is massive. Circle, we got Coinbase mixing with BlackRock trying to control Circle. And then on the other end, you got Ripple. Can you imagine that? Like this, we're going to start off with this article first. This is something that is so big. How big is it? It's massive. It doesn't get any bigger than this. There's something going on. I don't understand all this stuff. What I'm going to do is report to you what I understand. We got some smart people on the show who can probably help us figure out what the hell's going on. There's some things maybe we just won't understand. But one thing that we can all agree on, this is fucking huge, okay? I'm going to probably spend 10 to 15 minutes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows on this particular article. It doesn't get any bigger than this. And then you throw in some conspiracy to it, and we're going to start the show off with that. What I'm trying to show you here is I've never seen anything this big. In like the past, I'm telling you what, in crypto news, I've never seen anything in the past 2 weeks as much as I've seen already right now. They are getting things set up. They are purposely keeping the prices low, okay? All I know is this, it's time. I can't wait till the first of the month when I get my crypto allowance because I'll probably be broke on the 2nd. So I'll be rich on the 1st and broke on the 2nd, and then I got to wait another 30 days like, oh, damn, hurry up. That's the dilemma that I'm in. I hope the rest of you are in that dilemma as well. If you already got your crypto, hey, you're set. My job is to teach people baby fist. Imagine the fist of a baby. Wait a second. I got something down south. I'm getting the woodworks going down south. Disabled XRP. Thank you very much for that tax-free donation. Appreciate that. Oh, first 5 people to show up. Randolph, Sparky Ape, Undeceivable Sheep, Eric Goldsmith, and AJ Singh. Let me start off the show with this. I normally get about 1.3 million views per month. Lately, what YT has done is chopped it down to 650,000. Not cool. YT is playing games, so we have to play games. What I'd appreciate, look, for all the people that don't donate, and I understand, I'm not putting anybody down at all. What I'm giving you is tremendous knowledge and deep dive. You just don't find on any other channel. What I need from you is to assist my channel to start reaching other people. When there's a lot of activity on my channel, the algorithm promotes this channel more. I've noticed the hours of viewership and stuff is going up. So I appreciate this. Here's what I need you to do. And then I'll get on with the show so you can learn how to be rich. Number 1, in the top chat, just put any fucking thing you want. Even if you type in any fucking thing you want. After the show, do the same thing. Just put something in the comments there. Like this video as your favorite, okay? So hit the like thing or hit favorites or whatever the fuck. After that, what I need you to do is share this program with anybody and everybody. After that, put it in your email. So share this video, all my videos. You can every day, pick 5 videos and maybe send it to your email. That way you can watch them later. What I'm not doing is showing you how to manipulate any kind of algo, and I can't say rhythm, okay? Lastly, make a playlist of 8 videos and play them every day. I want you to sit there and watch them the whole time. Whether you're at work, you can set it. And while you're working, you can set it. Now, if you need to turn the volume off, use this. Do not use the YT and go to the bottom left corner and click mute, because YT is alerted if you're watching 8 hours a day of my show with the volume off. It notifies people. I get notified. I'll just let you know. They notify me and who it is. And then you get put on like a shit list with YT, and eventually they start claiming that you're manipulating algorithmic things or whatever. So Yeah. So I want you to watch the whole video. And now if you have a phone call and somebody calls, find the mute button or just push it down, push the volume button down on this, not on your YT app, okay? Your computer, don't go there to the bottom left and click the mute. That alerts them. So if you can do that and keep this channel growing, especially with the hours, I'd greatly appreciate that, okay? Now, back to the show. Let's start with the first article here, Circle. I'm going to show you. This is so massive. This is like the biggest article that average people have no idea. I want to show you this. This is so massive that it's not even covered. Like normal people have no idea about what's going on. Look right here. Now, we just got done yesterday. I showed you how Circle has this X402 platform. It's a brand new platform that they were given by the government and the 5 rich families that control the whole entire world. And not a big deal. And when the internet was created, the internet has a place for global payments. It's never been used except once, where it first started in 2016 when Ripple was on Bitstamp and it was sending some Bitcoin or something to GateHub or whatever it was platform. So what I'm saying is Coinbase just released an interoperable platform that'll go into the internet. And long story, I don't want to get into explaining it. That's massive right there. Totally. And I showed you the Wikipedia site for that. So right here, what we have is Circle, and they launch a stablecoin powered cross-border payments network. This is massive, right? It's not just your normal Circle that we have now with stablecoins. This is something massive. It's the Circle Payments Network, announced in April, is now live. Circle said in a Wednesday blog post, designed to facilitate the use of stablecoins for what? Mainstream cross-border payments. Everybody, what's happening now, and I told you, don't lose sight of the fact, don't get discouraged with prices, okay? Please don't. That's what's happening to people, and you're going to get wrecked, okay? Look at real-world use case. That's why you watch my show. Put in work. Instead of spending an hour watching mindless, dumb shit on the internet, take that hour, watch my program, and grow super fucking rich. It's that easy. I'm going to show you real-world use case. Everything I show is documented. It's not hocus pocus, okay? We're looking right here at Circle, and Circle's a partner of Coinbase as well. Coinbase has a dog in the fight of Circle. I think they bought in partially or something. I don't know what percent, or they have some kind of business relationship. Circle has a new payment system for cross borders. Now, I'm going to tell you, you know what that is? It's Coinbase's X402. I'm just going to come out and say it. It's my opinion. And my gut is telling me, I'm feeling that this is it. Why? Because Coinbase, again, is hooked up with BlackRock, the biggest investment company in the world. I want you to see how big, because this shit gets big real super fucking quick. We're talking about a stable coin shit. People are like, stable coins, oh, okay, yeah, they're $1 a piece. Get back to me when. Okay, here's what's going on. Stable coins in and of themselves are not interesting to me. But what happens is when the more stable coins are used, that platform gets very valuable. And then you got to back that stable coin. And this is where other cryptos start coming in. And everything starts with the stable coin. So here's what's happening. Coinbase comes up with this thing called X402. It goes back to 1997 when the internet was created. There's a payments platform that was ready for a what? A universal payment method. Oh. Now, Ripple already invented the Interledger protocol with Codius. It's already built into the internet. Ripple gave that to them. Okay, but then there's a portion of the internet called HTTP 402. Oh, so this is where maybe Coinbase's platform got worked into the internet also. This is all speculation now. I have a fact-based show, but when I do speculate, I'll tell you because I don't have the answers to everything. I don't have a crystal ball. I will have a crystal ball on my show. I'm buying a mini Zoltar fortune-telling machine. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above, but Zoltar is. Don't listen to anything I say. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Before every single show, I get super fucking high, heroin, coke, fucking mushrooms, PCP, crank, LSD, everything. I inject it, snort it, drink it, smoke it, whatever I can get in my system. Then I do my show, and that's faux show. All right. Ginger Ninja. Seriously, thank you, Hulk. Your deep dives are top notch. My digits just keep going up. Keep up the good work. They haven't even started yet. You are all getting in so early. Hey, look, I know my program takes a lot of work. Okay. Hold on a minute. So we look right here. You got Circle. Now, Circle announces they have a stablecoin powered cross-border payments network. Now, isn't that interesting? Because just like I said, didn't Coinbase just announce they came up with a platform? I wonder if Coinbase bought into Circle. There's like a business relationship going on. So what would be the odds that Circle's not even using Coinbase? Of course they are. That's my opinion. I have to make things clear when I report the news. When I report the news, I have a fact-based program. When I give my opinion, this is where I tell you, this is my opinion, okay? All of a sudden now, Circle's partner, Coinbase, they're not buddy-buddy like Bump and Ugly's partner, but they're like maybe a 5-10% or so. There's a partnership there. There's a there, okay? So Circle's coming out with a stablecoin platform for what? Mainstream. They want to mainstream cross-border payments using stablecoins. Oh, shit. Now, Circle runs on Stellar. Oh, Stellar's network, just letting you know. And guess what? The guy that made Stellar also basically made Ripple, XRP, and all that shit. Fucking genius guy, Jed McCaleb. If you're listening, I'd love to ask you the questions, but I'm sure you couldn't give me the answer because you're under so many non-disclosure. Plus, I probably cuss too much. You'd find me obnoxious, so never mind. Let's go to this next portion here that I underlined. Go to the 5th paragraph. We are just getting started. This is what Circle says. We are just getting started with this new platform. Oh, what? So you're not going to see a price increase. Just stop with all the price shit. I want you to look at the fundamentals. I'm showing you the fundamentals. Everything is fucking cheap right now, okay? Imagine like the 80, 90, no more than that. Imagine you have like a 50,000% off sale. Right now, we're at, with some of these cryptos, a 50,000% off. It's a fucking deal of a lifetime, literally. Circle says, we are just getting started. As more institutions integrate CPM, Circle Payments Network. Listen, this is Carol. As more institutions integrate, they're not talking about people like you and me. Why? We don't have no fucking money. Oh, Crypto Hulk, the institutions are coming in and they got all the fucking trillions and trillions, everybody. I'm trying to encourage you and trying to educate you at the same time. We're not in the stage of making money and driving Lambos and popping bottles with models. I'm not doing any of that fucking dumb shit. Those bitches are going to try to take my money anyway. As more institutions, I want to hang out with real Crypto Hulk fans. Drink beer and be tough. As more institutions and not little people like us integrate with the Circle Payment Network, we look forward to powering what? New use cases. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. They just started, everybody, and they're going to have all new use cases, stuff we don't even know. Crypto Hulk, how does this help things? They're going to come up with new use cases, everybody. Shit, I don't even know. You know what? Sometimes you got to have faith. I'm not singing the George Michael song, am I? Fucker, Crypto Hulk, you don't listen to that clown, do you? No. What do you mean? 870 Boss. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Absolutely love it. Thanks for all the hard work, Hulk. You got Zebek at 0.0006. Oh my goodness, the gains. I know. Don't tempt me. Don't make me go to my Caleb Brown account and look it up while I'm doing a show there, buddy. You're distracting the Hulkmeister. Crypto Hulk, are you like entertaining yourself over there? You're like make cracking jokes and laughing at your own jokes. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm back. This is the real Crypto. Hey, at least you know if this was ever AI, if I was ever AI, this AI ain't gonna have this kind of personality. Let me tell you what. This is $1 million personality for a $5 a month show. Early adopters, you got Alfred Pay. In Hong Kong, you got Red Dot Pay. You got Brazil mixed in with this. Conduit, Brazil and Conduit. Mexico, you notice something? Hong Kong, Ripple partner. Brazil, massive Ripple partner from day one, like 10 years ago. Mexico, Ripple partner from 10 years ago. I'm not showing that evidence, or else this show is going to be a 3-hour show. Circle, the fintech, said April 21st that it planned to start rolling out the Circle Payment Network. You got Jeremy Lair. Okay, look at the very bottom. It talks about Citi. The very last paragraph talks about Citi collaboration. Okay, I'm clicking out of that article. It's just massive. I'm very excited. I can't focus and read it. Here's your article right here. You got Stellar. Let me do a copy paste. Circle is built on Stellar and some other cryptos, useless ones. Experience the power of USDC on Stellar right here. There you go. So they're telling you Stellar is going to fucking go nutso as this circle gets going. Let's go here to the next article. Circle's working with JP Morgan and Citibank. Let me show you this right here. So now we know that, it's my opinion, Citibank and JP Morgan are utilizing Circle and Stellar. Look right here. What's happening is Circle works with JP Morgan and Citibank for an IPO. Now, JP Morgan is already in payments with Ripple. I'm going to show you that evidence here in a minute. JP Morgan is already working with Ripple with payments. So is Citibank. And you tell me they're not going to do anything except help Circle IPO. No, they're doing something with Circle more than that, but they're also helping Circle IPO. JP Morgan, the world's most, now here we go. This is massive right here. Let me do a copy and a paste. Hold your horses. JP Morgan remains the world's biggest systemically important bank. Now that was 3 years ago right there. I'm still pretty sure it's still JP Morgan. I wanted to show you that because next I want to show you this where JP Morgan is partnering with Ripple. the biggest bank in the entire world. JP Morgan joins forces with Ripple, partner in the UAE. That's Al Fardan Exchange. What is this? It's a crypto exchange. So how does this relate to JP Morgan? Well, the crypto exchange sends crypto, doesn't it? Yeah. So this exchange is utilizing Ripple. JP Morgan joins the exchange so it can utilize Ripple. There you go. The biggest bank in the world. Here's the last article for this news topic. You got Coinbase versus Ripple trying to get control of Circle. Robert Driscoll, early better than late. Thanks for keeping us grounded, Hulk. Thanks for the tax-free donation there, buddy. Coinbase, who's working, see, listen to this. This is so massive. You've got Coinbase, the biggest investment company in the entire world. They're like $13 trillion. Now, Coinbase is linked up with BlackRock, the biggest investment company in the entire world. And they're trying to get a hold of Circle. Now, Circle hires JP Morgan, the biggest bank in the world, and Citibank, probably the number 2 bank in the world, to help Circle IPO. But at the same time, you got Ripple trying to take over Circle. This is so fucking massive right now. It's almost like a soap opera in the business world. That's the end of that article right there. Let me check some comments, and I'll go to your next article. I don't know how it's going to work out. If anybody has any questions about the articles I just went over, it's very interesting what we got going on. We got the biggest fucking investment company in the world and the biggest bank, and they're trying to get control of Circle. You got Ripple over there trying to do the same thing. Very, very interesting. And it's all over crypto. And the public has no idea what the fuck. And then Coinbase releases this interoperable platform to the whole entire world, the trading world. Like, wow, I'm just like shocked. And the average person has no idea. They're like not even lit. They don't even care what we're talking about right now. But guess what? When you guys end up with $50 million, oh, then these motherfuckers are definitely going to want to talk to you. I'm not talking to anybody. When this thing fucking takes off, I'm changing everything about me. I'm probably moving out of the country. I might be called Juan Francisco Ortiz Guadalajara. That might be my name, and add 3 more names in there too. Might get some plastic surgery, change the way I look, dye my hair jet black, get one of those weird looking mustaches and be like, ole. Joshua is king. This is from me and Stu, a big F. U to YT. Love your work, big man, BTW. Maxine says she misses you, Hulky. Oh my God, you didn't just do that. Okay, let me read some comments here. You look like a Juan. Hello, my name is Juan Gomez Romero and Cisco Ortiz Guadalajara. Es mi nombre. Mucho largo. Sounds like, Rico says, sounds like XLM is a good short-term hold. See, I don't know, like, what's going to happen. Like, is this going to cause Stellar to just fucking skyrocket? Look, I don't want to tell people on shit. Yeah, I told you once a whale that I sometimes gives me a call needed some big advice. He wanted to dump like 300,000 or 400,000 Stellars. And he asked me, what should I put it into? I'm like, well, I don't think you should dump anything at all. He's like, well, okay, look, I'm not like asking you permission to dump it. He's like, this guy's like, I'm going to dump it. So now I'm asking you a question a second time. And, I hope I'm asking the right guy. which one should I put it into? Then I'm like, well, now that you put it that way, but I can't tell you what I told him. But I don't want you guys, look, I just tell you stories. I'm not telling you what to do. I personally feel if you have Stellar, just hold on to it. Don't dump that shit into something else. Okay, if you have under 50,000 Stellar, don't fuck with it. Leave it alone. This guy had 300,000, so I'm like, you know what? Okay, just cut it in half, keep 150, and put the other 150 into, and I'm not going to tell you which one I told him. Or even still, just keep 100,000 stuff. I said, just don't sell it all off. Now, you guys, if you got 10,000 Stellar or something, just keep that shit. Don't fucking convert it into, just don't do it. That's all I'm going to say on that. All right, I'm not an investment advisor either. Mr. OG says he's holding his XLM. That's what I'm saying. Just hold your XLM. But you know what? Like, look, just I can't tell you because this thing could go real bad. I don't know what's going on with this whole, why is Ripple trying to get Circle, and what if Ripple gets a hold of Circle, doesn't use the XLM ledger anymore, the Stellar ledger, and then uses XRP ledger. Oh, or the Ripple Labs USD coin ledger platform, whatever that is. See, these are all things I don't know. Look, what I want you to understand is they've got all kinds of stuff. You know, it's like a soap opera, right? And you're watching it. Like, who shot JR from Dallas and shit from like Crypto Hulk quit using TV shows from like 40 years ago. What I'm trying to show you is that they have all these tricks that a Hollywood executive writer has, okay? You can change the story every week, okay? And at the end of the season, you can show somebody who gets hit by a car and you think they died, and then in the next season they didn't get hurt as bad, or they came back to life after 5 minutes, or did shit like that. You can work in. Ripple probably has 1,000 ledgers, and if they don't, they could create as many as they need. They could create. I'm just letting you know. And do they have other cryptos? Now I'm starting to get really conspiratorial. This has no evidence backed at all. I believe Ripple could probably create some other kind of crypto if they wanted to. Something all brand new. I believe in case of emergency, this is all high level shit. They didn't just make the XRP. Man, they got other new shit they could launch. If something were to ever happen with the XRP, they could come out with a whole new blockchain, probably create a whole new internet. Okay? This is how all this shit is. So I'm playing the game. Never invest more in crypto than you can afford to lose. All right, let's go to the next article. Yeah, only what you can afford to lose, says Geo. Now, I've been reading, there's an article I might go over tomorrow. It's about how the Chinese are buying. They bought more gold in the past month in China than they did the whole year. Are you hearing me? Holler if you hear me. Holla. How much gold you got? I started buying gold $1,700 an ounce. And now it's like $3,500 for a gold coin, or $3,600. Like 100%. I got gold because the Chinese are fucking buying it like nutso. I'm telling you. That's a story I'm going to probably have for tomorrow, so I don't want to talk about it right now. I got like 7 stories lined up for tomorrow morning, so I got to really pick 3 to 4 to go over, but I got a good show lined up. I'm telling you, this whole world's changing. And I got the evidence to show you things like China is just loading up. They actually said this in the article, like at Ctypto. Now, don't look up the article. Pretend surprised. So tomorrow when I go over the article, pretend to be surprised. But Ctypto's like, China's got way more gold we don't even know. They know China just bought a fuck ton of gold, more than the whole year, just in this past month. Everybody, I think something's getting ready to happen. China just dumped a whole fucking year's worth of gold. They bought it in 1 month. I think something massive's going to, and then they say, they try to keep track of all the countries and how much gold they bought. They said China's buying gold that we don't even know about. I'm like, what? So this whole gold price thing, the price of gold is manipulated. The price of cryptos, don't worry about the fucking price of cryptos, everybody. It's all manipulated. There's dark pools. Meaning they can buy crypto and you can't see it. I'm the one who broke that story on the internet with Ripple and dark pools and Jed McCaleb. We're talking about Circle, right? Let's talk about Jed McCaleb and Mt. Gox, where they had, now the channel's going to probably start glitching. I showed you the website, the Mt. Gox website. They admit to having dark pools, and they tell you buy on the dark pools so it doesn't affect the order books for the public. And I'm like, what? They actually said it on the internet. Don't worry about the price. Find time to watch my program. Fuck the price, not the police. Fuck the price. It's all manipulated stuff. For all we know, and I got an article for tomorrow. I don't want to start telling. Tomorrow, there's a pretty good, reliable source that's showing XRP to $3,500, maybe in a year. It's not a hype article. I'm gonna review it again, but I was looking through it, and I'm like, you know what? I believe that. So that's another one we're going over tomorrow morning. Yeah, F the popo. All right. Next article here is about fire blocks. Oh, shiznit. Effing shiznit. It's like the gold price is manipulated. So I'm just letting you know, whether gold goes to $500 an ounce, which it never will, but if it does, just like with crypto, if it goes to like a penny, then I'm buying the shit up more. I'm not discouraged. I know what I've been reading. I know what I've been studying. I know that I've watched. And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Looks like YT shut the program off. Told you, I said it's going to glitch. Watch. And it took about 2-3 minutes. Yeshua is king. Hulky, Maxine, midget. Oh my God, that's so disgusting. If there's like a midget version of Maxine Waters, I'd be like, fuck. Let me go throw up. The Force gave a late fee, tax-free, right on for that. Okay, let's go to this article here. Now, the article, now this one's conspiracy as well. Next Generation, it's a French company. We're going to get into this in a minute. Next Generation, so do you see the article? Let me post the article again. I think copy and a paste. I think Fireblocks is copying my office. If you look on my YouTube channel where it says posts and you scroll down, you'll see a picture of my new office. I want you to look at this Fireblocks article. That's the same fucking shit I got in my office. Those wooden slats. That's what I bought. They're at Costco now. You can get 4 of them for $35. I think I spent $700 on those things. And I got like 35 of them in this little room. I don't got the ceiling. Fireblocks copied me. They bought it right there. They got those wooden sound absorption panels. It's got material on the back, like a insulation kind of I don't want to say felt, but it's got like padding on the back and then wood slats, which helps diffuse the sound. It's not soundproofing, it's sound diffusing. Fireblocks has it on the ceiling, on the sides of the wall right there. Fireblocks copied me. You can go back and see my Crypto Hulk office picture. All right. Somebody's watching from the United Kingdom. Hulk, you don't miss a beat. All right, right here. Now, this article here is massively important as well. There's a little conspiracy going on with France. I'm going to expose it right now. There's a company called Next Generation, and they select Fireblocks. So let me stop for a minute. I know on my channel, I have a sponsor. Their name's Caleb and Brown. They use Fireblocks. I almost said I have a sponsor. It's called Fireblocks. Because I'm thinking about Fireblocks. When I saw this, I'm like, wow, this proves it again, okay? Fireblocks is a custody. Fireblocks custodies crypto. My sponsor, Caleb and Brown, they hold your crypto in a Fireblocks protection, I don't know, the platform. So Caleb Brown uses Fireblocks, the same one we're reading about here. They now have 2,000. I used to say they have 1,800 banks. No, now they got 2,000. Fireblocks provides custody that the banks use, everybody. Look, I got a wallet, hardware wallet. You got one and stuff. Okay. Now, for the past 4 or 5 months, everything I'm getting as far as crypto is going into Caleb and Brown because Caleb and Brown utilizes Fireblocks, okay? They have, wait, hold on. Wayne Williams. We will all be rich thanks to Crypto Hulk. That's what I'm doing. That's what my fucking job is. I work very hard. When this thing takes off, I'm done with this show. Like, there's nothing left. Like, crypto is over. It's at $500 a piece, $1,000. Like, I got to think about what the next chapter will be. But anyhow, let's get past the $2 XRP before I start crying on here. I love everybody. Now, given that background with Fireblocks, join with them, sign up. There's a company called Next Generation. They choose Fireblocks for their crypto custodian. Let's read. Next Generation, a French fintech preparing to launch a what? Unified digital and traditional finance platform. You know what I'm going to say? This is that Coinbase X402 platform. That's what I'm telling you. I think that it is. And then it's placed on top of the Ripple interledger protocol that's in the internet, which is the XRP ledger. Like, I don't know how this shit works, but this is my opinion with that whole Coinbase X402 shit, okay? That's what I think all this, because all of a sudden now, this article can't stop saying it's got a unified digital ledger. No other platform out there. This is crazy. Let me read this because Next Generation, a French, do not forget the word French, fintech preparing to launch a unified ledger and what? Traditional finance platform. What is that? All the old money, everybody. You got the brand new unified crypto platform. You notice how they call it digital platform? This is a crypto platform, everybody. The rest of the people in the world are asleep with this article. It bores the fuck out of them. This article here shows me we're on the right track, okay? We're watching the right news that we need. The biggest fucking stories are right here on this channel. So they're bringing in traditional finance. Look, the older people, the traditional businesses, they're not fucking with crypto unless BlackRock, Coinbase, Galaxy, they're waiting. The rich people, everybody, that are running corporations that have trillions and trillions and trillions to dump into crypto, they're not fucking with it unless traditional finance platforms are made into crypto. They want the safety, the security. That's why they're looking at BlackRock. They're looking at Coinbase and stuff. Nobody wants to go first, but nobody wants to be last in making this money. That's the problem. So here's where a French company comes in with a unified digital platform, says, hey, everybody, We've got Fireblocks that's protecting your crypto, just like Caleb and Brown. Okay, they use that. This company, this French company, has integrated Fireblocks to secure and manage the core components of its crypto asset infrastructure. It's all MiCA approved. It's all government approved. The government's inspected this. It's not a rug pull. It's not a Sam Bankman-Fried with the FTX and everybody loses $6 billion. No. They've got hardware wallets right here, including wallet security. Ripple had Ripple Singapore, gold and silver in your wallet, all kinds of crypto and shit. It was an exchange. Ripple had wallets. I'm the only one who showed you that. Ripple Singapore, 2014. Ripple had wallets already. I'm going to make a prediction based on facts. No other channel. Ripple's going to come out with a wallet for sale for institutions because they've already had it for 10 years. See, other channels might say, oh, yeah, Ripple's going to come out with a wallet. That's what I predict. Okay. Well, anybody can do that. But can you predict based on fact like Crypto Hulk? No. That's where my channel shuts down every single fucking program. Because predictions I make on this program like this are fact-based. I've already shown you Ripple Singapore. It's already existing. It has a license overseas in Singapore. In 2013, it's already licensed. It's a fact. There's a Ripple Singapore, and they have gold, silver, and they have a safe house, all this shit. It's already done. So when Crypto Hulk makes a prediction, it's true because it's based on fact. Here we have a French company. Do you know who controls the XRP ledger? The French government. Let me repeat this again. Do you know who controls the XRP Ledger Foundation? The French government and the Paris Court of Appeals. You know that? This company's coming out of France. Like, what the fuck platform you think they're using? Let me repeat. This company, Next Generation, is French. They have a unified crypto platform and wallets. The French government controls the XRP ledger. What fucking platform do you really think this French company is using? Ethereum? And if you are, you need to get off the show because you're mentally fucked up, and I'm not legally able to teach fucked up people. Alrighty then. Just trying to be a positive Peter. Let's go to the second paragraph. Fireblocks currently serves over 2,000 institutions. Fireblocks currently serves 300 million digital wallets. Oh, shit. That's amazing. I think and this article just keeps going on. They keep talking about unified framework, unified platform. It's not Ethereum. It's not Bitcoin. Here's your proof right here. This is the xrpl.org. This is the official XRP Ledger organization website right here. xrpl.org. It doesn't get any more real than that. Go to the second paragraph. Look right in the middle. Let me read it to you verbatim. The XRP Ledger Foundation will operate under what French law? With the Paris Court of Appeals having exclusive jurisdiction. That French company we just learned about, the French government controls the XRP Ledger, folks. Not Ripple. Very interesting article. Now, let's get into some cool shit with this. Ripple's first bank. What was Ripple's first bank? Okay, quiz question time. We're playing Jeopardy. Okay. What answers do we have? Ripple's first bank in the whole world was what? What is Medico Germany? Wrong. Chris Sharp says Fedora Bank. I'll give you a free pass on this, but you should have said, what is Fedora Bank? Robert Driscoll. Actually, Chris Sharp. You got to spell it right. You spelled it wrong. Fedor, but you know what? We got people from all around the world. So you know what? Chris Sharp wins $1,000. Next question. No, so what is Maxine Waters? Maxine said she misses you. Oh my God. That is so disgusting. All right. We're laughing over here, but the reason is because we're so far ahead of these stupid fucks running the world like this. 99% of the people have no idea what's going on. We're sitting over here laughing because I'm showing you this evidence that people just don't have on any other channel. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. Okay, so that article is all about France and shit like that, this French company. Okay, with some unified ledger and all that shit, right? The average person reading that article is thinking, oh yeah, it's just some bank in France with some kind of ledger thing or platform, whatever. I don't even know what they're talking about. Ripple, United States. Their first bank, Fedora Bank out of Germany. Okay. Now that's very interesting. Why is it in Germany? Hey, I don't know. But there's the article right there. 2014. And this is ripple.com. It's still on the Ripple website. They're not hiding it. They probably will after they find out I'm showing the whole fucking world this shit. Okay, next we're going to go to Wikipedia, and we're going to take a little look at Fedora Bank. Now, Fedora Bank is a German bank, and it was sold. Who bought it? And what year did it happen? Okay, the answer is 2016. Fedora Bank was sold to France, their government bank, BPCE. There you go. I think it's a government bank. I could be wrong, but whatever it is, it went to France. Ripple's first customer was a bank in Germany that got sold to France. The XRP ledger that was in America, I guess now the French control that as well. My question is, what the fuck's going on with France? And I don't have that answer, but okay, we got that done. I got that done. Oh, this company, Next Generation. Go where the article, it says, okay, go to the end of the article and count up 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. Here's a sentence, the third sentence in that paragraph. These funds, this new generation bank, these funds will support the stablecoin rollout. They're now going to roll out their own stablecoin. That's what I'm telling you what. Everybody's going to have a stablecoin. And it's going to be backed money. Let me tell you something. This whole Bitcoin thing. Okay, go to the third paragraph. They said this: finalizing integrations with cryptocurrency exchange. This bank, okay, hold on. This bank is going to have a unified crypto platform. It's in France. You're going to have a stable coin. It's going to be integrated with crypto exchanges, financial institutions, and this bank's going to have payment service providers all hooked up together, and they got fire blocks. That is what the future is going to have. I'm showing you right now how it's all going to go down, all right? The biggest, richest banks in the world right now are all integrating. Look, they talked about wallets. They talked about a unified crypto platform. They're talking about integrating with crypto exchanges, integrating with other financial institutions, maybe investment houses. Payment service providers are getting all mixed up. This whole integration thing is coming, everybody. Look at the second to the last paragraph. They're talking about, again, a unified framework to manage crypto assets and traditional currencies from what? A single interface. Very, very interesting. Let me show you a video that I made almost 3 years ago. It's on Ripple Singapore. No other channel talks about this. Go to the 2-minute, 17-second mark. Watch the whole video, number one. It's fascinating. But what this whole video shows you is how Ripple, everything we're reading right now, everything you're reading in that article right now, Ripple had done 10 years ago. It's called Ripple Singapore. Go to the 2-minute, 17-second mark. You see a Ripple logo right there, don't you? And it says Ripple and then Singapore. How about that? Underneath it, what does it say? Gold and silver in your wallet. Now, if you let this article run, if you let this video run, I'm trying to... Okay, if you look at the upper right corner, it shows a wallet and stuff in the video, the upper right corner. And Ripple already had a wallet. Now, if you go to the 4-minute, 58-second, or 3-minute, let me see. Okay, go to the 3-minute, 48-second mark. This Ripple Singapore was a crypto exchange. You had fiat, gold, silver. You could trade all that stuff. And look what it talks about here. Physical commodities, securities, fiat, and more. Now, back in 2014, these were concepts. The physical commodities and securities, those were concepts. I don't think it took them 10 years to figure out how to do that shit. It took them maybe 2 or 3 years. So maybe around 2017, this project was done, okay? And right now, as far as I know, it's still open, but it's a hush-hush quiet deal. That's how Ripple's going to come out with wallets, crypto exchanges, all these things, okay? You'll see. But that's what I believe. The Coinbase X402 thing is all this stuff right there. Let me check the comments here. Okay, what is Bitcoin good for? James Agar asks, what is Bitcoin good? Okay, exactly. So after all the stuff I just got done showing with these big, with BlackRock, with Coinbase, with JP Morgan, Citibank, with Ripple, with the next generation, but with all this stuff, we're talking about stable coins, right? That's backed crypto. Here's another way to look at something. When how about this? When institutions make real world assets and tokenize them on different platforms, and then they put all of that on top of the XRP ledger, and that XRP gets valued at $10,000, let's say, or $3,000 or whatever, that's a stable coin. Like everything. That's why I call stablecoin cryptos, because it's the same fucking thing. Okay, Tether is a stablecoin. It's a crypto. It's backed with real world assets. The Ripple Labs US dollar. At some point, now they might have already done this. They might have already bought treasuries or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But everything that's a crypto, look, Bitcoin's going to go to zero, like, because nothing backs it. That's one of the biggest things. It's not backed by anything. All these stable coins we're talking about, they're backed with something. Like you could own 1 million of them, right? $1 million worth of Ripple Labs USD. Guess what? It's backed by $1 million worth of USD. Now you buy $1 million of Bitcoin. Okay. What is it backed by? Nothing. Do you get it? I mean, this can't be that difficult, right? I'm not going to get in. Wait. Reggie Charles. Thank you for that. Excuse me. Bearable Bull did a face revealed today. Okay, well, that's good. Finally, after 5 years. At least, I don't know how long he's been making shows. 6, 7 years? I have no idea. I don't care. But what do you want to say about it, Reggie? I'll look for your comment. He did a face reveal. Reggie says, finally, face reveal. That's all. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, here. India. Okay, I'm going to do this last article real quick. You do a copy and then a paste. I got water in my glass with ice. It's starting to get hotter here in Reno, so I got to drink more water. All right. I mean, I got straight up, I'm just drinking straight vodka right now. Here's an article here. It's Yes Bank has a message for the Reserve Bank of India. What we got going on? Let me look here. The other day, Sumitomo Mitsui Bank Corporation is trying to buy, it's a Ripple company. They use Ripple technology. They're not exactly 100% Ripple. Okay, we don't have evidence that Sumitomo Bank is a Ripple partner, I don't believe. But I think underneath all the non-disclosure agreements, I think they're a partner. But I could be wrong, but it don't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because they use Ripple technology. They're partnered up with other banks that use Ripple technology. So like I said, just like Visa went and bought $1.5 billion of Ripple companies, the companies that use Ripple tech. They may not have an agreement with Ripple, but they're using it. So this is what's going on here. Sumitomo Bank wants to buy 20% of a bank called Yes Bank. That's a definite Ripple partner right there. So look at this. Sumitomo is trying to pull a Visa. Sumitomo goes, which is Japanese, one of Japan's biggest banks. This is fair. I'm telling you. Remember, you can have 100 exchanges, and in the end, you'll have 10. Look what we got going on here now. These banks, I'm telling you, you're going to have all these banks, payments companies, whatever it is, fintech companies, all of them coming together, and you won't have 100 exchanges. You'll have like 10 in the end, because you'll have 10 companies. These 10 companies join up. And over here, those 10 companies become one. And over there, those 10 companies become one. They're all going to start disappearing. Okay, that's how this shit works. Here, I'm showing another example of it. Sumitomo wants to buy 20% of Yes Bank. That's a Ripple partner right there. Now, let's look at the evidence here for Yes Bank. Hold on a minute. The article is a very interesting article. You should read the rest. It's a fascinating article. Now, the one I just sent you is this: Google backed payment company Ripple. You hear that? New people? Google backed payment company Ripple is in talks with the government. Okay. If you look at the first sentence down here, Axis Bank and Yes Bank in particular, are the first Indian banks to come on board with Ripple. When is this article? 2017. So here's a question here I typed in for Google AI. Here's the question: is SMBC, that's Sam, Mary, Bravo, Charlie, is SMBC an actual Ripple partner? The answer is yes. Sumitomo Mitsui Bank Corporation has been associated with Ripple in many various ways. Japan, there's a lot of evidence. So while there may not be an official we're a Ripple partner, SMBC is everywhere Ripple is. That's your answer. You can type in that search query on your own. Now let's go to this article right here. Give me a second to send it. These are big moves. My whole show is about big moves. Right here, this article is dated 5 years ago. Ripple partner, SBI Holdings, to collapse. Now, Ripple partner is SBI, okay? SBI is going to collaborate with SMBC. We just read about that. We just fucking read about that. And when is this article? 5 years ago. So you got SBI Bank, which is totally a Ripple partner, is working with Sumitomo Bank. They're using Ripple tech. It's not like SMBC's to be like, okay, SBI will be your partner, but we're not fucking with that XRP shit. That's totally fucking stupid. SMBC. That's why SMBC wants to buy 20% of Yes Bank, because Yes Bank is a Ripple partner, and SMBC wants a piece of India. Why do they want that, Crypto Hog? Because India is the largest intermittent payment company in the country in the world. They have the most amount of remittances out of any country in the whole world. They want a piece of that, okay? And it's all Ripple as well. Now, I have some here that I cannot give you the link because it's my special, but it's called Ripple Trade Japan. The date is 2014. I'm showing you here what no other channel has. See, everybody thinks Ripple and SBI, Sumishin SBI Bank, everybody, even the XRP people, have no idea. That's why I'm saying my channel is fucking awesome. I have evidence here. Everybody's wrong. SBI didn't join Ripple in 2017. They joined it in 2014, if not earlier. I have the evidence here. What's happening is Ripple was using some called Japan Post Bank, but we are currently switching our main account to Sumishin SBI Bank. So Ripple Trade Japan is utilizing SBI Bank as of when? 2014, not 17. If we look here at 2018, we're talking 7 years ago. Here's your next thing with India. One of India's largest banks, Kotak Mahindra, taps Ripple for instant international remittance. This is a 7-year-old article. on how the biggest bank in India is a Ripple partner. And fuck it, I'll throw in this article too. The SEC, Hester Pierce just announced that, you know, those NFTs that I'd never bought? If you have an NFT and it pays a royalty to you, it's no longer, it was never considered. You know how Gary Gensler was calling everything a fucking, that guy was the biggest fucking cocksucker. Hester Pierce is telling us NFT royalties do not make security tokens. There you go. So if any of you people bought NFTs and Gary Gensler was running around with his millimeter Peter trying to show it off, telling everybody, oh, NFTs, you got an illegal security, da-da-da-da-da. It's not. Gary's a fucking retard, okay? Hester Pierce and the whole crypto council looked at it and determined it's not illegal. However you got those, it's not an illegal security. You didn't violate the law. Gary's just fucking retarded, okay? I'm summarizing the article. I'm not going to read the article. It's good enough what I said. I don't want to just keep reading, but it talks about OpenSea and their shit. So just read the article if you want to. You don't have to. It's not that totally important, but it kind of is. What I'm trying to show you is this. Things are changing. Right now is the perfect time to get your crypto, okay? The prices are cheap. The laws are becoming more fair. More, not laws, the policies and rules. Eventually, we'll have crypto laws, okay? We're at a point right now in crypto where things are changing, where the biggest banks, I just showed you right there, the biggest fucking investment companies in the world, BlackRock and the banks, they're all coming together. The biggest banks are hooking up with fintech companies. Some banks are hooking up with payment companies. It's all coming together. Banks are hooking up and buying crypto exchanges. You already got Coinbase and BlackRock hooked up. So that shows an investment company, BlackRock, is hooking up to a crypto exchange because they're going to be working together one day. I got another article I don't want to talk about, but tomorrow we're going to talk about how crypto exchanges are now selling securities. And they're going to blend these things together. This is where we're all going. There's no reason to I don't know if I should get into crypto now. It's just, no, all the banks, see what the banks are doing? They know what the laws are going to be. That's why these fucking banks are hooking up. They're showing, look, I don't care what the banks say. Do not listen to what these banks say. Watch my program and watch what the banks do. Oh, that's why I don't listen to shit. When I read these articles, I try to read in between what they're saying. I don't listen to what these fuckers are saying in the articles. These people don't know shit. Number one, the reporters, they don't know shit. And then the banks and shit, they're all lying to us. So that's where I come in. I read the article, and guess what I got? The bullshit detector. And on occasion, I have to set it off. So when I do my program, my job is to show you what is going on. Like, you can read an article. Of course you can read the article by yourself. What are you going to do? Listen to what they tell you? See, that's how people get wrecked. These dumb shits get on my channel. Oh, all he does, I just need to know the articles. People ask me this. Can you just could you make in your description, put all your articles in there so I can just read them and shit? No. Because that's like, you're going to get wrecked. I can't do that. The point is for me to show you the article, put it in the top chat. That means you got to scroll through and do all, yeah, it takes work. What I want you to do is not read the articles, dumbass, because you're going to read the article and you're going to get fucked up. Okay. What I do is I read the article and show you how fucked up the article is. And here's the truth that you need to look at. What the article does is they're telling you what they want you to hear. What do? I hit the bullshit meter and tell you what they're doing. You see that? There's a difference. What the article tells you, and I show you what they're doing. I don't care what they say. JP Morgan's all, stable coins are not going to grow that fast. Okay, look, I'm not listening to a fucking thing about what a JP Morgan analyst says. I'm not even listening to JP Morgan. You know what I'm doing? I'm watching what they're doing. That's what my show does. I don't read these other channels, read off all the news, blah, blah, read off this news, that. All they do is read off the news. They don't critically examine. What I do is I critically examine an article. That's why my show today is an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, there's a lot of time in there I'm bullshitting. But I just don't read articles. All these other channels, all they do is read the articles or the headlines or whatever it is. That's it. What do we do here? We look at what they're doing. We critically examine the article, and I do an investigation, and then I report to you my findings. That's what I do. I'm just not reading articles. That's so fucking stupid to say shit like that. Oh, all he does is read articles and yell and scream. Okay, you're retarded. That's fine. I'm not. That's how you were born. Your mom was a drug addict hooker, and your dad was a truck driver with a third grade education. That's fine. But yeah, we watch what they do on this channel. I do research, and I report to you, and I show you what they do. I don't give a fuck what these people say, all right? I look at what they do. That'll be it for the show. I'm going to go work on tomorrow morning's show. James loves the entertainment. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to go. I got to work. I got to dump like 2 hours into making this next show. And yeah, I'll see you then. Got to go.